So one of the things I was thinking about today is like what this trip actually means, and how, what would, if I were to give an analogy, what would the analogy be, right? So one of it is what this trip essentially does is just opens up possibilities, and to what? No, not necessarily all good, not necessarily all bad, but just possibilities. And and because you're choosing possibilities and you don't know what's going to happen, you realize very quickly that the only thing that you're truly in control of is how you choose to act, how you choose to think, and how you choose to feel, and how you choose to respond in any given situation. And your actions will then determine what the outcome is for you, regardless of what happens externally. Because there's what's happening outside and there's what's happening inside. And what we do, think, feel, and choose directly impacts what's inside, and it may not have an immediate impact on what's outside. But that's the thing, it does have an impact too on what's outside. But the impact may not be direct, may not be in your face, and may not be immediate. It's like you're in a room, right? And you spend most of your life in the room. And in the room, there are posters, there are guidelines, there are corners. Is a huge room, right? Or what you can do, what you can learn, what you can eat, who you can love, and so many things. It's self-sustaining. It's like a colony, right? So it's a room. But this room is just one of, let's say, hundreds or even thousands of rooms in the house. And going on this trip is like opening the door and stepping through the door, and suddenly I'm in the hallway of this house, right? And I see rooms all around me, some closer, some further. And each room, sort of, you know where it is and what it's supposed to be about, maybe. But when you open the door to any of these rooms, you don't know what's inside. You don't really know what's going to happen. It's like choosing boxes, gift boxes, and opening them up, not knowing what's really inside. And that I think is the biggest thing that changes me. And this is the change that I wanted. The change is about not wanting the world or all the things around me to be how I want them to be, based on my own experiences and how I'm brought up. But to stand there and see it for what it is, with no judgment, bereft without the wants that I would impose on them, and see what happens. And from there choose my response consciously, right? Not reacting, just choose my response. Ask myself how I would like to respond to this situation. And it has given me moments of awe, moments where I feel like, dude, you know nothing, man. You know nothing, Jon Snow, moments where I felt like totally insignificant because there's so much going on in this world, in this bloody universe, that the personal upheavals that I put myself through is so freaking minuscule, right? So, not that it doesn't matter. It matters because these things that happen to me is meant to shape me, help shape me. But it is our choice how it shapes us. Do we want it to turn us into a bitter, fearful, insecure person who basically is fragile, who cannot take what is happening and always believe that we are victims of external circumstances, or we use it to shape us into something stronger, something more stronger, and I don't mean like strong in a traditional sense, right? But someone more comfortable, not so easily swayed, and someone who will take these experiences as lessons, like to hey, how can I improve myself so I can deal with this in such situation better? What can I do in order to overcome this? And what can I do to really soak this all in and take it all in, the freaking beauty and awe of it all, without putting judgments on it and without saying, like, it's like you watch this beautiful sunset or this thing happening in front of you, and what's in your mind is just taking all that in, instead of, you know what, the sunset could have been a bit more red. Oh yeah, the weather, if it was better, last week the sunset was like 10 times better than this, man. And there's always comparing and complaining, and instead of just appreciating something for what it is, right? Yeah. And in the words of Nassim Taleb, the writer who coined or made popular the phrase anti-fragile. Yeah. We can use all this to turn ourselves into someone who's anti-fragile. Anti-fragile essentially means, something that in the event of adversity not just stays strong or stays as they are, which is resilient, or break, which is fragile, but something anti-fragile in adversity actually grows and becomes better, right? And I think the world, essentially so many things around us are anti-fragile, and they thrive because they're anti-fragile. Our bodies thrive because we're anti-fragile, right? Example, like if you go and work out, your body, the muscles will tear and you will be in pain. But thereafter, your muscles will grow, they will regenerate and become even stronger. That's anti-fragile. It doesn't go like, oh, I can't use my hand anymore, and it's useless now. That will be fragile. Babies are anti-fragile, right? I mean, in the sense that they don't think about it. They just focus. I want to walk. And they walk, they fall. All right? They fall, they'll cry, then they'll laugh, they get up again, they'll try to walk again. And then they'll fall again, and they'll cry again, and then they'll walk again. The thought never enters their mind. It's like, why do I have to fall? Why am I in pain? Why is the floor so hard? Why can't I be born? Being able to walk so I don't have to go through this. Why me? Why is the world so unfair on me? People can I've heard of babies that can just come out from the mother and start walking, and I have to learn how to walk. There's no such thing, man. They just do, focus and do. You fall, you pick yourself up, you get stronger, you fall again, you pick yourself up, you get even stronger, and then you go on, right? So that would be a basic, easy definition of anti-fragile. Nassim Taleb's definition, the best example he gave for anti-fragility is essentially the hydra. You cut off one head, two comes out, right? So yeah, that's anti-fragile. So yeah, I'm at this cafe on the other side of Pi, which is I didn't know about until I was Googling it and see what's happening and all that. So that's the main street of Pi, the main tourist, I think, strip with all the bars, nice cafes where people go, night markets are there, and everything is around there. I'm staying around there, right? And you go about 1 kilometer off and you come to this area. I don't know what this area is called, but it's the quieter part of it, but it's also very artistic and chilled and without all the crowds coming in, like just getting off the bus and experiencing Pi for the first time and going through all the shops. Here is where it's more chill. You come in, there are things to do, but you just appreciate it and slow down more. So I'll show you how it looks like. I'm at a cafe called Kauta Cafe. It's really good coffee. So this is the street that I came in from. I took a bike, right? And then over there's a market that happens on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And as you go down the street, there are hostels, but some of them are closed. But a lot of places that you can just chill and relax, and it all looks very good. And it's quiet. It's like nobody bugs you, and you just sit here and just do your thing, And if you want to, you can go and look at some pieces of art. If you want to, you can have more coffee, you can have a beer. So yeah, this is a good spot. I'm glad I found this. So, hello, boy. It's time, boy. How are you? Can I hold you? Can I hold you? Oh yeah, you're such a good boy. Come. Hello, say hi. Say hi to everybody. Hello. You're such a good boy. Okay, alright, I gotta go. Alright, guys, I'll talk to you sooner. I'll talk to you later. I gotta let the boy down. Okay, good boy. And this has just been one of those times when I just like, okay, I think that I want to share this. I hope it's useful, but the main reason I'm doing this is also to remind myself, right, what I'm going through, what's going through my mind, not just pictures and recollecting from them, but exactly what's going through my mind and sharing it. And you know, honestly speaking, I've like shot and uploaded maybe 60 videos. This is not bullshit. I honestly, it doesn't matter whether anybody watches them for me, because it's for me. It helps me remember what I went through. It helps me learn how to do things better. It lets me know how to use things better, and it will also allow me to see my progression. I was watching my first video the other day in Cameron Highlands, right? Again, and I can feel again the anxiety, the fear, and what I want to do. And here I am, like 50 plus days later. I do feel the change. I do feel every day there's a little thing, the little things that I think I'm doing better, slightly better. I'm more in I wouldn't say control. I'm more in I can handle myself and things around me slightly better. I don't know whether that makes sense. You know, I choose how I want to be and what I want to say and what I want to do better, more aligned with what it is that I want, rather than what I think is needed in order to be accepted or to be liked, or to be to be seen, to be appreciated, to be acknowledged. You know, no, I'm actually pretty cool with. I don't need anything like that. I mean, come on, I'm not your 18-year-old to 20-year-old guys on a party, or you know, I'm at my age, yeah, and there's no need. If you connect with somebody, you connect, and if you can talk to somebody, you talk, you know. But it's got absolutely nothing with trying to impress somebody or win their affection, or get them to give you a discount or freebie. No, nothing like that, man. Nothing at all. And that has been liberating. It's liberating, right? So, and I've been reading about this. So before I go off, so I try to give myself. I give myself certain guidelines, things that I learned, right? So today, this morning's guideline was essentially say more by speaking less. Now, how the hell do you do that, right? How do you say more by speaking less, right? Yeah. Let your actions, let how you carry yourself, let your smiles, let your body language speak a little more, and embrace the silence so that they can be seen. That's the first. And second is articulate better. You know, use better words. Use less yet more appropriate and better words that describe things better. Brevity, concise. It's almost like copywriting, man. It's like the lesser the amount of words, the better, and it can potentially convey the meaning so much more, because it's not like clouded by like 50 words when you can say the same thing in 10, you know. So, yep. Okay, that's it. So I don't know what I'm going to do after this. I have my bike over there. I like this place, but I just had my second cup of coffee. There's a Good Life Dacha just down the road, and apparently there's a gallery, an art gallery. So I'm going to check out the art gallery after this, and after this, maybe head it back and yeah, do some additional things that I'm supposed to do, which I haven't done yet, which I'm going to get done today. Right, so this is Pai in Thailand, the other side of Pai, and I'll talk to you later. Cheers.